Yo, what's going on today, guys? VersaaCollectables, and we are back again for another video. And guys, we are going the crazy train again. We are going to be doing some PSA slab cracking, and we are hopefully going to get some clean, really like mint to near mint cards for our binder collection. You know how it is. And guys, you know, we're doing the usual. We have the PSA 9s here, and but guess what? We are going even a step further on the crazy train, and we are even going to be cracking some gem mint PSA 10 ultimate rares. So stay tuned, and let's get right into this.
ユベルのモンスター効果発動。俺のあがきだ。
ユエルの流れをつかむ才能があるわ。
目クソ鼻クソ耳クソどもが。そして E キュービックのエフェクト発動。
初めてやられるやつになれるってことをさ。苦しみと悲しみの中でこそ。
Alright guys, so as you saw in the intro, we are going to be doing some crazy stuff today, and we are going to be cracking some Gem Mint 10 Ultimate Rares, guys, and some other 9 cards for the binder. So hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, we are hoping for clean stuff, guys. There's been so much backlash with PSA that I've been seeing on Instagram recently. Like, a lot of people have been cracking slabs, and guys, they're getting like PSA should be PSA 6, 7 cards out of 9 slabs, and like, it's crazy, guys. Like, I'm not a big fan of graded cards. You guys kind of know that. So like, the only reason I buy them is just for the hopes that, you know, they were like accurately graded and that I can actually get clean copies of cards. So for example, this Cyber Dark Horn, I picked it up for a great price. It went on auction, so that's why I was able to pick it up. I was like, I'm gonna crack it. You know, I normally see them go for like 400 bucks, even more, and I picked it up for like 255. So I'm just hoping it's a really clean card. Then we also have this Necro Shade here, which is from the Game Boy promo from Dual Academy, so pretty cool card. And then we have this Dual Terminal Cyber Dragon, so I really hope that all of these cards are clean. I really hope the Cyber Dark Horn though is like if any of them are bad, like, that's fine. I just want this one to be clean. So guys, let's get into this. I have this little rag here. What I'm gonna do, so I don't want to get shards of plastic on my playmat, so I think I saw like a good way to do this is to kind of just put it in here and then just kind of crack it from the inside right here while this is over, just so nothing goes flying and I even like get shit in my eye or something. I don't know, but let me grab my tools here and we'll get right into cracking this bad boy. We're going with the PSA 10 first. Alright, we have got the tools ready here. It has been a while since I've cracked some slabs. I just want to go with the PSA 10 first because that's like, I get more nervous as I do it, and like my hands get more shaky as I do it, so I want to get the 10 out first while I'm like normal, if that makes sense, while my body's like not freaking going spaz sicko mode. All right, so let's give this a shot here. I just want to be careful because this is the new slab, so like the card kind of moves a little bit in the slab a little easier. So all right, let's see, I should be able to get it off pretty easily here. It might take me a minute, guys. If anything, like I'll fast forward through some of the parts because, you know, I'm not a professional by any means at this. So okay, so we just got the first part open. I still think some glass went flying somewhere, but I just don't want it to get like all over my play mat or anything, you know. But so I think I did get the first part open right here pretty decently. I did hear that getting both sides is actually makes it a little easier, so we're gonna go ahead and try and get both ends open here, and then we'll just go from one end. But yeah, I did hear that it is a little easier. Awesome, that one ripped pretty easily, so that's great. I think I saw like a piece fly away, but most of it's in the cloth. But now, guys, I'm gonna put that away, and we got the handy dandy screwdriver here. If you guys want like a video on how to like crack slabs, like I think I might be willing to do that because I think I'm pretty well experienced in it enough to kind of give advice. Okay, this is actually kind of dirty. I'm gonna go clean this off because if for any reason it like gets on the card, yeah, I will be right back. Alright guys, I tried to clean it a little bit, but honestly, like it wasn't coming off, and this is not supposed to touch the card anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. You know, if it touches the card, we're doing something wrong here. We might actually, you know, I'm usually just more coordinated going in from like this side, but let's see here, what's like the best way. I did kind of crack it a little bit better this way, so we'll try this way here because it does look a little easier here. But yeah, guys, just bear with me. You know, it takes some, you know, precision, and just, you know, being careful is the main thing you want to do when you're cracking slabs. You don't want to rush it, you know. So if I sit here and it takes me a minute just to kind of get inside here, which I think we should be able to. You know, you don't want to like push too hard and then you end up going like too far and you end up like damaging the card or something, but I think we're about to make it in there. Awesome. So yeah, guys, trick here, you know, you just kind of want to go to the corner as slow as possible until you get all the way there and it cracks off the end. So it is weird kind of going in this way though, but yeah, just kind of keep twisting and turning until you get to that edge there. And so okay, so we pretty much made it to the edge. So let's see, now that I'm here, let me try this because it could be a little easier here to get it. Yeah, this is always the hardest part, is just getting this first piece off because like, yeah, you don't want to damage anything and just, yeah, getting all this stuff kind of out of here. All right, this is where like my hands get shaky and stuff, is trying to take the card out after doing this. So we'll speed through until we get it open here.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
2 hours later.
Guys, I don't know, I'm gonna speed that up. That took me like, I swear, 30 minutes. What I just did right there, I literally just said I should make a guide on how to do it. I literally could have just ruined this card, and so I'm gonna just check over the condition of the card really quick because I'm like, my heart is pounding. And yeah, and I'm going to explain to you guys what I did wrong and why I probably, if I didn't actually damage this card, which I'm hoping I'm not, like I almost damaged this card, and I want to explain to you guys just how to be more careful than what I just did. Alright guys, so here we go. So this is the card. It looks great, like it didn't get damaged or anything inside. It looks like a genuine PSA 10, and even like maybe, you know, like at least a 9, like a genuine 9. So I'm very happy. Like the back looks really clean. There's like really nothing wrong with it. But guys, like I want to explain to you like what I did wrong here, because I literally could have cost this card's life and I would have been so upset. We're gonna get this in a sleeve. But yeah, I probably fast forwarded a little bit, but like I'm gonna throw some stuff up on there of me like being like, oh no. But yeah, so looks like it's gonna be good for the binder. But guys, so what you never want to do, and what I did, you really want to make sure when you are cracking into the slab, oh god, that's like right tight in there. So what, as you can see here, what I just did, what happened here is this thing cracked, but it didn't crack like all of it so you could pull it off. It was only this little piece, and I was dumb, and so this was how it was, and I pulled it off like this because I thought it was just gonna get these sides too, but it didn't. This is like cracking PSA nightmare. Like I'm glad I handled the situation, because this has happened to me before and I've ruined a card. I've told this story before about a Cyber Laser Dragon. That case was just weird anyways. But yeah, what you never want to have happen is have this little window here where like it's cracked here, because what happens is the card, you know, the card is stuck right here, so you have the card sticking out, and so while you can't, like at that point you have, like I was so lucky because this side was still open a little bit, so I just went in here a little more to get it out, and then I eventually just like stuck this inside of here, not quite that far deep, like that obviously would have touched the card, but I had it like stuck on the side here, and I just pulled the card out like this, so thank god. But this is a very dangerous situation because you have to poke back in pretty much if you just only have a screwdriver, and poking back in like this is so dangerous because then the card is just open right here. You're like, it's almost like guaranteed you're gonna like nick the card or like jab into the card. So hopefully on this next one I can show a little more of a better presentation. But this guy did look really clean, and he did look like a genuine PSA 10, so he will be making it into the binder, thank goodness. But yeah, it could have gone south very, very quickly. All right, guys, we're back. So we're gonna do this dual terminal Cyber Dragon here really quick. You know, I got my Cyber Dragon sleeves out, so let's go back into this. Hopefully I can get this done and in a better fashion. Hopefully I can crack this guy the proper way. Show you guys a good representation of how to actually crack. Yeah, that was really scary. Like I sat there for a fat minute just trying. You know, I'm not gonna crack the other side This looks pretty good, and I just got it in like one big piece right here, so it looks pretty nice. So yeah, we can go in here, you know, just do it slowly, take your time, guys. Like, you don't want to rush this thing, and you want to do it right, because like me just a minute ago, I was in panic, like panic mode. Oh god, that just shot everywhere. I was in big panic mode. I was like, we were ruining this PSA 10 card for the video, and I would have been so upset. But yeah, just kind of slowly get in there, do the twists and turns, you know, don't push it too far. Just after you hear the crack, you just want to keep going to the corner here. So yeah, this is looking fairly, like, see right here how it cracked actually up through here, and so you want to try and go all the way through here. There, see how it's kind of lifting up back here? You want that. You don't want that little window thing to happen. So, and you never want to go towards the card either. So what I'm going to do now is I will actually go from this side here and try and get it there. Just kind of crack it this way as well, so we don't get that window effect going here. So yeah, see how it kind of cracked here? So it's gonna kind of do that little like window effect. So we don't want that. We just want to keep trying to go this way here and see if we can get it to lift up properly, like here. And you don't want to pull. I'm actually just gonna go a little further here. Just kind of get back here. There we go. And I'm just gonna crack it more towards the side here, not going towards the card, you know, because you don't want to do that. I would even suggest like turning it the opposite way so that doesn't happen. And we're just gonna kind of hit this corner here and just keep going so it cracks a little further. Yeah, see, what I mistakenly did is I pulled off that little piece before right there, and we don't want that to happen again. So here we might even have a decent opening. Might actually just set this down. We need to get this side more, but I don't know like a perfect way of going about it, because I don't want to go into the card here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just happy didn't ruin that PSA 10, man. It's a really clean card, so it's definitely going in the binder, but I just didn't want to ruin it there. So let's see. Okay, so alright guys, so I think we got it here. I just basically went on this right side again and I cracked it pretty well here. So I think the card should be able to just kind of slide out there. Awesome, so let's try and get it to cut out of there. Awesome. Okay, so that was one way to do it. I would still say it's probably not the best way, but it is a pretty decent way. Just kind of get that stuff out of here. But let's I'm just gonna wash my hands because usually it's kind of dirty, so I'm just gonna put this on the playmat and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I washed my hands and cleaned up a little bit. Let's take a look at this guy. Let's see if he really is gonna be clean. And yeah, so what I did just a second ago to get this guy out is a pretty decent way. Just get one of those sides. Like as you could see, like when I was doing it, it was about to do that window thing that I mentioned earlier, which is very dangerous. So I didn't pull it off. I just kept going, and eventually you're gonna crack enough that it goes through. But you never want to pull on it like that if it looks like it's gonna make that window. And this guy, I think he looks pretty clean from what I see. Dual terminal cards, I feel like, oh god, is that like a corner bend? It is. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like that. Unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna make it, and it does kind of have some scratches and stuff. I don't consider this a 9, especially with that little corner piece right there. That's unfortunate. You guys can kind of see some of the scratches here, hopefully, but yeah, it's really not that great. So I don't think this is gonna make it in the binder. I'm pretty sure that wasn't my damage up there. I think is just how it was in the case. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you can kind of see the little corner there. It's kind of lipped up a little bit. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna make it. And even without that, the back is it still has some like scratches and stuff. So oh well, that's what happens when you crack PSA 9s. They're not actual 9s. So while the hunt for dual terminal is still there for the Cyber Dragon, we are going to be cracking this guy now. Hopefully this is a clean copy. You know, I picked this up for a steal, so let's get into it, guys. The next part of surgery here. Got my cloth again. Get the pliers out here, and let's just do what we did before. Kind of close this up here. Let me actually get this on there first, and then close it up there. All right, cool. Hopefully nothing will fly here. Awesome. Cracked into it pretty nicely. So we'll take a look here. All right, so I think we can just go ahead and get in through here. Looks pretty good, so let's take our time here. I'm actually not as shaky that I normally am when I usually crack slabs, but okay, let's get in there here. Come on. All right, just kind of twist and turn. Make sure you're at an angle there. Awesome. And then all right, this one looks like it's like literally it didn't crack right here, which the other two did. So we got into this one really well. Yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be a clean opening to get this guy out. So this is probably gonna be like if you guys want to see like prime, like how to get PSA cards like slabs out, this is like, that was like a really good way to actually get it out. I am gonna I don't feel comfortable just ripping it off though, so I am gonna do what I was doing earlier, and well, first let's try and actually get we can get the dang label out. If we get the label out, it makes it a little easier because it just kind of does get in the way sometimes. But we're just gonna go to the edge here. You know, I'm twisting it towards the opposite way here, just so nothing happens. We just want to hit that point where it's gonna keep cracking here. So yeah, guys, I'm just continuing to do the same thing here. You know, I got this edge seems to be a little easier for me to work with, especially like on camera and being right-handed, so it looks pretty good, like we're gonna be able to get this guy actually cracked open easily. Let's take the label out and save us some trouble there, just an extra being a nuisance. Alright guys, so let's take this out. Looks like it'll be able to come out fairly easily here, so let's just have it out like that. Awesome. Okay, let's take a look. And oh man, all right, so I already see this isn't gonna make it. Look at these corners, guys. Like how I'm pretty sure that's PSA. There's no way we did that, because yeah, there's just no way. Like the corners literally got ruined, like getting put in the slab. Like that is crazy. That is actually crazy. And like this is like a Game Boy promo, so like, you know, the quality is good because it should be like Japanese stock, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it is for all the game promos. But yeah, this is definitely not going in. Like, look, you can see even like the stuff right here, like that wasn't from us opening it. Like, and both the corners. Oh man. Well, unfortunately, this is not making it into the binder along with the dual terminal. But you know, the Cyber Dark Horn, which we almost fucked up and actually had the worst chance of survived, and no damage or nothing. But then we have this, so that just proves to show like that PSA is just off their mark, man. Like this is crazy. Like this is what you get, you know. Like I didn't pay that much for this. Like I said, like $30. I think like 50 or something for the Cyber Dragon. But like, guys, look at that. Like this is what PSA is doing to your cards. Like I know I didn't damage this. Like there's no way, because we opened this one way better than we did the Cyber Dark Horn, and that one's perfectly fine with like the corners and everything. So I really don't know what to think. I've honestly I might like give up cracking cards, because like I go through all this trouble and then the cards come out like this, you know what I mean? So it's very strange. And you know, like if any of you guys are saying that I damaged the card, like I know I didn't, because obviously, like, you know, I was pointing the screwdriver this way, so let's say, okay, I did damage that part. Let's say I did, but like we never went near this corner. We never went near this right corner at all. Like we never touched it. So it's very strange to me that this is happening, and I want to say it's because of these new cases. The card literally moves inside here. The old PSA cases, the card was literally touching this little point right here, that little insert piece, whatever. But now they kind of hang below. So like if you tilted your slab like this, the card would move up just a tiny bit, and it just like hits against the edges. So I want to say that's just what's happening with these. But guys, like, just be wary. Like, this is what's happening at PSA, like just grading companies in general, man. Like, I'm gonna be a firm believer that raw is always the way to go. Like, this, it's unfortunate, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm just happy that the ulti was fine. But yeah, guys, just a lesson here with cracking slabs. You know, there's so much risk, and sometimes you get big rewards, and sometimes you get stuff like this. Alright guys, well that is the PSA slab cracking video. You know, we might be doing more of these in the future. We'll just see what kind of deals I get, but basically guys, I think this is a good representation of what it is like to crack slabs and what could possibly happen while doing it. You know, I made a mistake, and that card, like, I could have ruined this card, which I'm so glad that didn't happen. And you know, it took my time. You know, don't, if something happens, like, don't freak out and like do something you're gonna regret. Just take your time, you know, get some experience, like crack some cards like this or something first, you know what I mean? And then, you know, on the other end of the spectrum, we have just these cards, these two right here specifically, that like, they are not PSA potential. Like, they get the wrong grades, they get damaged in the case, like, it's just crazy. So basically guys, I hope this is a pretty good way of showing you just like the risks involved and just everything. And like, honestly, I'm just gonna say right now, just guys, collect raw. Like, unless you're a big investor, like, and you just want PSA 10s and you don't care what's actually inside of the slab, you just see this number right here and you're like, I want it, I'll pay money, go ahead. But like, this is possibly what's inside of there, like, you know what I mean? And to me, being like, I want to say like a true collector, it just irks me. Like, I can't even, like, I don't even want to look at these. Like, how can I look at that slab and that's what's inside of there, you know what I mean? So just be cautious. And yeah, hopefully this was a good learning experience for you guys and also for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna have some more content here soon, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.